Hi there, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to automate resource creation in Azure Databricks by leveraging the Databricks SDK for Python. If you've ever found yourself manually creating resources like catalogs and schemas in the Databricks UI repeatedly, this video is for you. We're going to eliminate that manual work and automate everything from your local machine. With Databricks SDK, we can version control our codes, integrate into a continuous integration and continuous deployment pipelines, and make our infrastructure truly reproducible. Enough of talking, let's get started. If you're new to this channel and not yet a subscriber, please click on the subscribe button and toggle on the bell icon so that when a new video is released, you'll be the first to be informed. So I'm going to go ahead and create a project folder locally in my document. So I'm going to come here, and this is my document, and I've got this special folder named VS Code Workspace. So I'm going to right click and create a new folder, and I'm going to call this one SDK project. And once I'm done, I'm going to press enter. So I can launch my VS Code IDE, and I'm going to click on the file, and I want to click on the open folder, and I'm going to navigate to my documents. And I'm going to go to the VS Code workspace and select the Databricks SDK project folder we just created and click on select folder. And I am within that folder. I'm going to create another folder and click on this. So I'm going to call this one Databricks automation, and I'm going to press enter. So this is now created. So next I'm going to create a Python virtual environment in the VS Code terminal. So click on the terminal, and you want to create a new terminal. I'm going to close this part so that we can see what's going on, and I'm going to come in. Let me just paste what I've got in it. So Python -m venv, and I'm going to press enter. So this venv folder is now created, and I'm just going to wait so that I can activate the virtual environment. So I'm going to use this code to activate because I'm actually using the Windows operating system. So venv /script /activate and press enter. So we can see we've got the virtual environment now activated and we are good to go. So what I'm going to do next is to install the Databricks SDK packages. So for that, I'm going to come here and I'm going to use this code pip install Databricks-SDK python-.env, and I'm going to press enter. So if you're doing it for the first time, this is going to install all the packages. So for me, I've done that before, and I'm just going to wait so that everything is ready. And once we're ready, we're going to move ahead to create files in our folder structure. So we can see this is now ready. So I can just go ahead and run this python.x-m pip install --upgrade pip just to install the latest version. So I'm just going to copy that and paste in it. All right, so this is now installed successfully, the pip 25.3. That's sorted. So we're going to go ahead and create files within our Databricks automation for the structure. So I'm going to right click on this and create a new file. So first I want to create .env, and I'm going to press enter. And we want to create another file called .gitignore. So right click, and I'm going to do gitignore and press enter. We're going to create the requirements.txt file. So right click on this, and then let's call this one requirements.txt, and I'm going to press enter. And then we also need the config.py, and of course the file that we're going to be creating our resources from. So let's go ahead and create another one, and I'm going to call this one config.py. This is going to be a Python file, and then let's create the next one. So within this, I'm going to be providing the code to create the resources like the catalog and schema in our Databricks workspace. So create -resources.py, and I'm going to press enter. So we have all the files now created. I'm going to come back to this .env. So in this file, I'm going to create the Databricks host, and of course I'm going to use the Databricks token to authenticate. So I've got this variable named Databricks host and equals, and I'm going to repeat the same thing here, and this is going to be the token, which of course I needed. And to get the host URL, I'm going to come back to my browser. I'm just going to copy all of this to the left and Control C, and we can return back to the VS Code. And I'm going to paste that in it. And then for the token, now in a production environment, you want to use a service principal for authentication, not a token, but this is just a demonstration. So to generate the token, I'm going to come back here and let's navigate to the settings. And I want to go to the developer tab, and then I'm going to click on the manage token, and let's call this one SDK token, and I'm going to generate, and I'm going to copy this, come back to the VS Code, and I'm going to paste, and let me just save this. And I'm going to come to the .gitignore, and I'm just going to paste all of this. So I'm going to make all of this code available for you to use in order if you want to practice along. Next, I'm going to come to the requirements.txt, and I'm going to specify the version of the Databricks SDK and of course the python.env version. So let's type in Databricks SDK, and I'm going to do equals, and there is something missing here, S is missing. So I'm going to use the 0.20.0, and for the Python, I'm going to type that in here, python-.env. So I'm going to set this equal to 1.0.0. Next, I'm going to come to the config.py, and let me just paste all of this code and just walk it through. So basically, we're importing these libraries, and then we have this load environment variable from the .env file, and then we are specifying the Databricks host and of course the token, which are stored in the .env, as we can see from here. And then we want to create two resources. We want to create a catalog named demo_catalog, and of course we want to also create a schema named demo_schema, which is going to be created within this catalog. And I've got this function validate config, and then I've got all of this information to create using the Databricks host and of course the token to authenticate. So I'm going to come to the create resources.py, and I'm going to use this code again. Let's go to the top and see what we've got in there. So very importantly, we need to import the workspace client from the Databricks.SDK library, and of course I'm importing this config, and again I've got this function named main, and I've got this comment, and basically we're just going to be printing this, creating Databricks catalog and schema, and then I've got this validate configuration. So I've got this config.validate, and then we connect to our Databricks, and then we go ahead and create the resources we intend to create. First, we want to create a catalog, and then we are creating a schema, and that's all we need to do for now. So once we've set up all of this, I'm just going to press, or let me just save all of this using the save all, and I'm going to come back to the terminal. Let's go ahead and just clear the content of this terminal so that we can see it in a much better way. So I'm going to switch to this Databricks automation folder that is within this root folder. So to do that, I'm going to do cd, and I'm going to type in the Databricks-automation in order for us to be able to run the create resources and all the files in this folder. So I'm going to press enter, so we can see we are now within this Databricks automation, and then we can issue the Python, and I'm going to type in the create_resources, which is this resource file here, and I'm going to put in the .py. And before I press enter, which is going to start in creating those resources, I'm going to quickly come back to my Databricks workspace, and I want to check whether I do have any catalog named demo catalog. So you can see for now I don't have anything of such. So this simply means we don't have it yet. And when I just press enter, I'm just going to wait for some couple of moments so we can see this is now created within a matter of seconds, which is absolutely awesome. So let's just go through it and see what has happened, so we can see all of the steps. And then we can see creating Databricks catalog, and we can see the configuration validated successfully using the host and of course the token that we provided. And then we are able to see that I'm actually using my personal email address to connect to the Databricks. And of course we can see the demo catalog successfully created, and of course the demo catalog or the demo schema created within the demo catalog successfully created, and this completed successfully. So I'm going to come to the Databricks workspace, and I just need to refresh, and let's see whether these resources are now provisioned. So certainly we have the new demo catalog created, which occurred less than 1 minute ago. And when I expand, I can see the demo schema also created. So we can see schema created via SDK. So this actually tells you that we are able to deploy or create these resources from our local environment using the Databricks SDK for Python. And that's basically how we can create this catalog and of course the schema. We can even create things like cluster, we can create volumes and all sorts of resources using the SDK. But I just want to show you very quickly how you need to do this, because this is one of the things that as a data engineer you should be able to do or have some rough idea of how to go about it. And that is why I'm actually showing you this. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how we can also create all these kind of resources using the Databricks SDK via Databricks Notebook. So until then, I'm going to see you and bye for now. And again, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and with your connection. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Cheers.